Little story about that happened at the same time was that they each had a minder. So there were 4 Beatles, 4 minders, and they were all people from ABC Television and the film crew from ABC Television, and our Brodax, Abe Goodman, all the people involved, George Dunning, John Coates, and a lot of us who worked at the studio. Anyway, the 4 minders were keeping a good eye on each one of the Beatles that they had to look after. But after a few beers and a few wines, they didn't really take too much notice of what was going on. And it turned into basically a little drinking party. And I suddenly noticed John Lennon go underneath one of the tables. There were tables with tablecloths over them, so that it formed like a little tent. And he went underneath, and his minder, who was now, I think, on his 5th or 6th pint of beer, as we call them here, didn't notice. So I got underneath the table and I said, "Is everything all right, Mr. Lennon?" Because everybody was very polite in those days and very formal here in England. And he said, "Well, actually, I could do with a bottle of wine if there's one going." So I got a bottle of wine and got a glass and got under the table, and I poured the man a glass of wine, and I think we sat there for about 15 minutes whilst he was drinking his wine and I was talking to this, even then, great person. Must have been, I don't know, 25 or so. Wonderful person to talk to. And suddenly the minders realised that John Lennon was missing, and his own particular bodyguard was getting rather anxious. And then John Lennon, I went to come out from under the table, and John Lennon actually pulled me back and said, no, let them worry, let them worry. Anyway, at the end I came out and I said, "No, he's under here." And of course I got a telling off because it seemed I should have told him to come out of there beforehand, but it was one of those nice little stories.